Attention, passionate Dallas Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East, and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another championship run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and fellow Dallas Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, you know how unpredictable the NFL can be, especially when we read talking about the Dallas Cowboys, a team with such a rich history and such high expectations every season. And this past Sunday, that unpredictability hit hard at MetLife Stadium, where the Cowboys took on the New York Jets in what turned out to be a pretty interesting game, ending with a score of 37-22 in favor of Dallas. But as always, the story isn't just about the final score. It's about what that score represents in the bigger picture of this season, the division, and the league as a whole. And let me tell you, there's a lot to unpack here. From the on-field performance to some off-field controversy that's already making waves. First off, it's important to recognize how well Dallas played. Led by their quarterback, who has been a real MVP candidate so far, the team looked sharp, aggressive, and focused. This win moves them to a 2-2-1 record, which, considering how tough their schedule has been and the early season struggles many teams face, is actually a solid position to build from. It's a reminder that the Cowboys, even with some early season bumps, are still very much in the hunt for a deep playoff run. Their offense was firing on all cylinders, with sharp passing, effective running, and smart play calling. And defensively, they kept the Jets at bay for most of the game, despite some moments that had fans holding their breath. But let us talk about the Jets for a moment. This team, despite their struggles, made history in a pretty embarrassing way. They haven't forced a single turnover through 5 games. That's a brutal stat, honestly, and it's a problem that's been plaguing them since the start of the season. It's not just about bad luck or a few missed opportunities. It's about a systemic issue that could define their season if they don't turn it around quickly. Their head coach was pretty candid after the game, emphasizing the importance of creating turnovers, of going after the ball, something that's fundamental to any good defense. It's not giveaways, it's not turnovers, you have to take the ball away, he said. That's a fundamental truth in football. If you can create extra possessions for your offense, it's going to be a long year. And for the Jets, with no takeaways so far, it's a brutal reality. Now, moving back to Dallas, the game had a few moments that made headlines beyond just the play on the field. Late in the game, a video surfaced that showed the owner, Jerry Jones, making a gesture that's sure to stir controversy. It appears that Jones gave the middle finger to some fans at MetLife Stadium. That's not something you see every day from a team owner, and naturally, it's raising eyebrows across the league and among fans alike. The NFL, as we know, is pretty strict about behavior that can be seen as unsportsmanlike or disruptive, especially from someone in Jones' position. There's talk that the league might fine him for this incident, similar to past cases where owners or high-profile figures were penalized for inappropriate gestures or conduct. And what's the story behind it? Well, some reports suggest that Jones might have been pointing at Cowboys fans, perhaps in frustration or some kind of gesture that was misinterpreted as offensive. Considering Jones is 82 years old, some wonder if it was just a casual, perhaps accidental, gesture that got blown out of proportion. But this isn't just about Jones' age or intentions. It's about the image of the franchise and the league's standards. You see, back in 2009, the NFL fined a different team owner, Bud Adams, for a similar gesture, so history shows that the league doesn't shy away from penalizing inappropriate conduct, even from owners. Will they do the same here? That remains to be seen, but it's certainly something that's catching the attention of fans and media alike. This incident, while seemingly minor on the surface, brings up some interesting questions about professionalism, age, and the image that the Cowboys and the NFL want to project. As fans, we tend to focus on the games and the players, but off-field moments like this remind us that football is also about personalities, legacy, and sometimes controversy. And for Jones, this is just another chapter in the ongoing story of one of the most iconic owners in NFL history. Whether or not he intended to send a message, or if it was just a quick gesture that was misinterpreted, it's something that will likely be discussed for days. Now, in terms of the season, the Dallas Cowboys are shaping up to be a team that's got everything it takes to make a real run, especially if they continue to perform at this level on offense and tighten up their defense. Their campaign this year, like every year, hinges on consistency, and avoiding the kind of mistakes that can cost you games. They've shown resilience already, bouncing back from close games and maintaining that winning mentality. The offensive line has been solid, the play calling has been creative, and the defense, despite the issues with turnovers, has shown flashes of the aggressive, ball-hawking style that made them a feared unit in recent years. But let us not forget, the NFC East is as competitive as ever. The Eagles, Giants, and Commanders are all vying for dominance, and every win counts more than ever in this division. The Cowboys are positioning themselves well, but they know the road ahead is long and filled with challenges. The upcoming games will be crucial, especially as teams start to iron out their identities and build momentum. The NFC is wide open, and a strong finish in the division could set Dallas up for a deep playoff push. Looking at the bigger picture, the Cowboys are a franchise that is always under the spotlight, whether it is because of their storied history, their passionate fan base, or the high expectations that come with wearing the star. This season, they are showing that they are still a force to be reckoned with, even if the journey is filled with ups and downs. Their offense is balanced, their defense is aggressive when it needs to be, and their leadership on the field has been exceptional. But the off-field drama, especially incidents like the one involving Jerry Jones, keep reminding us that the NFL is as much about personalities and stories as it is about XS and OS. As we look ahead, fans are already speculating about what this means for the team's confidence and momentum. Will the Cowboys be able to capitalize on this win and keep their momentum going? How will the league handle the situation with Jones? And most importantly, how will this team continue to develop, especially with their young talent and veteran leadership? All these questions are swirling around, and that's what makes following the Cowboys so exciting this season. So in conclusion, this game was more than just a win, it was a statement. The Cowboys are showing resilience, talent, and the ability to perform under pressure. Meanwhile, the off-field moments remind us that football is a mirror of society, sometimes messy, sometimes controversial, but always compelling. The league and the team are in the spotlight, and every move, every game, every controversy will shape the narrative of this season. And I, for one, can't wait to see how it all unfolds. The Dallas Cowboys are a team with a storied past, a promising present, and a future that is still very much in the making. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let's continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What is your take on everything we've discussed today? Do you think this team has what it takes to go all the way this season? How do you feel about the incident involving Jerry Jones? Do you see it as just a heated moment or something more serious? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys. Remember, this is a community and your voice is a vital part of it. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more analysis, and more of everything you love about the Dallas Cowboys. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and let us keep riding this Cowboys wave together. Because when it comes to NFL and Dallas football, there is always something happening, and we're here to bring it to you first. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Cowboys.